is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. They'll drop to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 47-yard line.
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Joe Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, the pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on his first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Mixon with a first down carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. So that'll back him up 5. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Looking to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for the Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point attempt to follow here. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Allen gonna throw. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. 6-0 our score after one. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They run here with Singletary. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They go play action here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Right back to Singletary on second down. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So the penalty really winds up hurting him there.
Yeah, winds up pushing him back. Sure enough, the field goal comes up short.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Allen maybe with a free play. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Allen on third. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Bass on for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
Next score, Bills 14, Bengals 6. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. Everyone's got forward. Check. 6 guys. Check 6. Viking 18.
They're going to look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, Singletary. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Allen to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. From way up at the 23. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Allen eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Steps away to his left. Fighting. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Allen. Buying time to his left. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They give it off here to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On first down, Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Singletary again, pushing through the contact and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Allen. Rolling to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back to throw now on first down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Bills' 25-yard line.
Here's second and 8. And he slings one that's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. Working with a 2nd and 3. They go right back to Singletary. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Allen. Flushed out right. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about it getting it done? Proud of it.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, Singletary. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Allen now looks to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play. I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock. and let your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mixon, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bengals, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.